Hello everybody, welcome back to
Thieges
StarCraft YouTube. Pretty much what I do here is I watch StarCraft 2 games, and so do you, because you love to watch StarCraft 2 just as much as I do. What we have today is a nice little 1v1 of Samus, my teammate, versus Deviant, not my teammate.
He's gonna try a restart.
Who recently, I think Deviant is the one who just... No, Deviant's always been Zerg.
You playing Waffleman?
Samus random?
I was trying to play...
I can't remember. I don't know how to pull that up. I don't think I can in here. I could toggle the hit point bars though. Kind of. I guess not.
Who's watching this game?
Whatever.
Just me
I'm
and you?
watching this game and casting it.
Oh, okay.
So anything you say or do can be held against you in the court of law.
Yeah, you should be in another room then.
Should I? Should I really? I need your guys' help to analyze this though. I can't do this on my own. Oh, seriously? They bumped me. They moved me away. I guess nobody likes me anymore.
Seriously.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
Is Deviant in here?
No.
Well, then what's the problem? Do you want me to move? I'll move if you want me to move.
I'm just giving you crap, man. You're fine.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Okay.
We will be recorded on your YouTube video with the 2 subscribers. Me and you.
Me being one of them, of course.
Yeah.
Who's the other one? I think you unsubscribed, didn't you?
I don't think I did.
I guess it was Adam then, because Adam subscribed for a little while.
We could double check that I'm subscribed, but I thought I was.
Anyway, what we have together today, not together.
Oh,
what we have. Oh,
wait a minute, I'm not signed in. Maybe that's why.
I don't know. I think you should be able to check it even if you're not signed in.
Right. Done. There's 3 subscribers.
Oh, yes, there are 3 subscribers now, aren't there?
There are. What is... Brandon's really a pain.
Yeah, he is.
So we've got a bunker rush in front of Deviant's natural. Well, why is he even expanding to... Oh, wow, he is being a pain.
He's not expanding.
I was like, why is he not expanding to his regular natural? Oh, that's why.
Oh, you took too long. Oh, this one Marine. Be a problem.
Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. You need to send like 3 or 4 drones in if it's a bunker rush.
Ah, you just move on. You could either expand somewhere else if you really wanted to, or...
I would take out the bunker.
you could do a one-base all-in kind of strategy.
You could. Well, he's already got Zerglings working on that engineering bay. He'll be able to take that expansion shortly.
Samus isn't really doing anything that's, like, freaky besides that.
No.
That is true. The second barracks just went down, which is late for this part of the game. Let's take a look at that drone count. Deviant, our Zerg players, at just 15. And then our Terran player, Samus, my teammate, is now at just 17 SCVs. So being ahead of the Zerg, wow, that's definitely good. Let's see how long it takes him to drop this mule. Come on, Samus, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Please make note that Samus is actually a dude, because in the video game Metroid, Samus is actually a chick. So yeah. So, okay, we're gonna stop watching this orbital command now. We'll take a look at that in the production tab, or the units tab. There's 1 mule. Seriously? Just now? Oh, nope. There always was that mule. Taking care of some scouting marines, or SCVs, with those 5 lings out there by Deviant. Let's see. Who would you guys say is favored to win this match?
Samus.
Okay. And there's the expansion going down for Samus right there. I don't know. Deviant could still pull some tricks out of his behind here, even though he is just now caught up in the worker. Nope, he's now behind in the worker count again, which is not good.
Yep, started.
Let's take a look at that income tab.
Yep, we
Okay,
got Dan and
we're definitely behind here in the Zerg.
playing. their first game.
Well,
right
that's
now.
good though that the Terran is favored to win. Although I'd like to see it, you know, be a little bit more of an even match.
I don't know if Dave started his game or not. Oh no, because
Both gases are down for our Terran player.
he
Only
playing
one
James?
gas down for the Zerg.
Playing Joseph.
But he did just spawn a whole bunch of drones,
I think Dave may have started his game.
User
too, then.
left your channel.
which now
User
puts him
was
ahead in
moved
the
out of
income
your
tab
channel.
for a while.
User was moved out of your channel.
Till more of those mules got dropped there. Sorry, I just got off of work. It was a long 8-hour shift.
I have no idea what just happened.
So now we have 3 barracks down for a Terran player. My teammate Samus.
Everyone left?
The reactor
Anthony
and 2
pulled his
tech
whole
labs
team
researching both
or
stim
something.
and that
It was
extra
like how
combat
much
shield
Lewis
upgrade.
left the room, so
4 drones now at the natural Zerg camp, and 2 Zerglings getting chased away.
I take it Anthony's not streaming this one.
So let's
What?
take
I
a
take
look
it
and see
Anthony's
how
not
long it
streaming
takes
this
our
game.
Terran player to lift
don't
up
know.
this extra orbital command he has down here. He should be doing it
there-
any time now, maybe right as soon as his SCV is done. No, not quite. And he has all of his barracks rallied inside of his base, and he is
I got your
flying
check
his orbital
mark.
command out here pretty naked-like.
yeah.
There, he's rallying down to the low ground at 9
I'll
minutes.
get
I
it
would
at
have liked to
some
see a
point.
factory by now, but I guess these guys
It's gonna be
are a
ugly,
little bit
Dan.
higher ranked than me, so maybe they know a little bit better, perhaps,
Dan
or
Wright
they're just a
doesn't have
little bit
anything
out
right
of
now.
practice. Couple of bunkers going down to the natural for our Terran player while he's sending in a whole bunch
Brandon's
of Marines
marching
and a
up.
couple few Marauders into the
I
natural
guess
of our
it's
Zerg
good.
player. Lots of roaches here to greet him and a couple of queens. One of the queens goes down. Overlord. Will Overlord go down? He's probably not even firing at the Overlord. And it looks like our Zerg player is going to have not a lot of problems cleaning this up. One of the banelings. I think that baneling got taken out though, before it made impact with our Terran friend. It's getting ready for the potential counterattack here, but I don't think there is going to be a counterattack from our Zerg player. He's pretty shaken up about that little attack there. Overlord getting a good spot on the natural of our Terran player, and also 2 Zerglings here positioned at the natural expansion to see when that's going to go down. 10 minutes into the game, we had 1 attack that did a little bit of damage, but most of the Marines and Marauders actually made it back alive. This factory's down, putting down a reactor, and probably just prepping that reactor for the starport that's going down there, as we saw in that Geeterdun game, I do believe. Which threw me off for a little bit there, but it won't throw me off this
So that's
time.
cool,
There's enough energy right here at the
I
natural
did have
for
some,
another
but,
mule.
ended early. We had
Or a
save today.
scan if he thinks he needs
Oh,
one.
nice.
With roaches, there's always a possibility
Nice.
those roaches could get
Yes, it was
burrow,
nice.
and burrow, right, it was base. Does he have burrow? No. Does he have burrow on the way? No. And there's another extractor going down for our
Does
Zerg
Brandon do
player.
much
2
drop-
queins there at the
drop
natural
weight?
expansion.
I
That's
haven't watched him
very interesting.
much, so I really don't know how
No,
he
he
does
Let's
a
it.
lot
see
of
if this
cheese at the
queen wants to put down any creep tumors with that 7-3
Yeah,
energy
I
that
mean, I
it's
saw that
got.
he-
This creep
I mean,
tumor
he
is
put
now
an
ready for
engineering bid down on
expansion.
Dan's natural.
Overlord
Yes.
here
And
at
so
the
Dan went to his
that looks
third.
more like a 4th or
And
5th base location.
He puts a
Now
bunker
morphing into
down
an
and throws
overseer.
in some
Wow,
rain.
that was a really candid
he's
moment that I
pretty
just
cheesy.
shot. I feel like I'm a nature photographer. Let's see if these missile turrets have any range on this Overlord here. Maybe they can shoot them down a little bit. And we're getting some pretty good saturation there at the natural of our Terran player. Right now our Zerg should be going for its 3rd, which it is actually at 12 minutes into the game. Not a bad timing for this level of play. Overlord now moving out to spot this ramp, which is a good idea. How many units,
So
what
what
kind of an
point-
army size does our Terran player have? He has 4 Marauders and
do
12
you put
Marines,
throw down
just
your,
still
like,
knowing
fourth,
practically
fifth,
that the
sixth
Zerg player will
Is
not
it
give him any
after
kind
you
of
set your
aggression.
nat-
And while I take a drink of
naturals,
water,
like-
let's enjoy the banter of our fellow spectators.
No, not necessarily. In
Jorgster and Breath.
fact, I just played a Protoss today. I went 1 Rax, 2 Ban. So I
Oh,
did
water is
gas.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
So good indeed. Take a look at this army now
And
coming
2
out of
more
our
gas and 2
Terran,
more bunkers at the same
our
time, so I
Zerg
ended up
player.
working on 3.
Plenty of
That I put
Zerglings
down
and 4 Banelings.
my
Let's see if any more of these
factory-
Banelings,
factory
or
and
any more of these
starport
Zerglings morph into
And
Banelings.
then when my first
Wouldn't it be weird if they gave you an option to morph some Banelings back into Zerglings? Like, why would you ever want to do that in the first place? I don't know. This is kind of the crazy shit that I come up with.
X's.
Here's a
As long
drop
as
now
I
getting
have
ready
the
from our
extra
Terran
funds to
player,
do it.
Samus,
If I
and this
find that I
Marauder
have
says,
some
no
money,
wait, no wait, I'm
I'll first
skinnier
build
than
a
most
command center
Marauders, I
if I
can
need
fit in
to.
that small little spot
Then
between that,
build.
those two Marines in there, and they say, no, you cannot. Let's see if this Overseer can successfully spot that.
If you ever find your
By successfully, I mean if Deviant is going to be able to take his attention over there to those two medevacs. It looks like he did. He is ready for that drop. Except that his roaches are a little bit out of position. Let's see if he has anything else on the way. Two infestors are on the way for our Zerg player.
Marauders or Marines.
And that's pretty much it for Army. Take a look at the supply tabs right up here. The Zerg player is pretty much tied with the Terran player right there. Although Zerg players do like to be a little bit ahead. And we have a double-pronged drop on the way from Samus. Did this Overlord actually successfully spot it? We are going to find out. Oh, this is going to be deadly for our Zerg player. Here comes another Overlord out here. Oh.
Gotta happen eventually, right?
And he arced it right before the medevacs, probably worrying that this drop was actually going to take out that Overlord. Here's this drop down right down here, and this one is going right into the natural expansion as these Zerglings are now running away. Oh no. Which one is he going to respond to? He's going to respond to the natural. Oh. Moving all of his forces out to the natural. That is not healthy for a Zerg player at all, but he does have his infestors out here. Ooh, they can clean that up pretty easily, actually. So that's not that bad. Let's take a look at the units lost tab. 58 to 33 resources lost. Our Zerg player has lost a little bit more than our Terran player.
Okay, what's his name?
But that's just about right there as these drops GTFO'd. No medevacs lost though, thankfully for our Terran player. Thankfully for me at least, because I am his teammate. All these SCVs are going out now to saturate that third, maybe? Yeah, maybe? Oh, he has to take care of some burrowed Zerglings first. I don't know if they were burrowed, they probably just were there anyway. Just standing up above the surface. Here comes a couple of burrowed infestors, though, trailing some Zerglings and a couple of Banelings. Let's see if this does any good with these infestors getting forgot about. Oh, there they go. Now the Zerglings have to wait for their lazy infestor relatives to come up there from the rear. And two infestors now.
Alright, bud.
4 infestors total. Let's see if this can do any damage here. There's a lot of infested Terrans getting coughed up. And our Terran player is responding quite handily. Oh, and so is our Zerg player getting some good fungals in there, laying waste to the production line, kind of. There's nothing that's low in health, so he probably took care of a good few. And look at our resources lost tab. Dude, the resources lost tab is tied for these guys. Tied.
What was that?
The resources lost tab. Tied.
Who are you watching?
Oh, I'm watching Samus and Deviant. Oh, no, but it's not going to be tied anymore. But anyway, I just thought that was pretty cool.
Okay, I'm going to go to their room.
This counter-attack just sort of kind of got pushed away there, as these infestors still haven't gotten anything done about themselves.
What's his name on TeamSpeak right now? Or is he just not on TeamSpeak?
I don't think he's on TeamSpeak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's not on TeamSpeak.
And the natural is pretty well saturated now for our Terran player. And this has become a planetary fortress now. And it does have 2 refineries, but they are not saturated. But that is okay because our Terran player has plenty of gas saved up. Let's take a look at those supplies. The Terran is way ahead of the Zerg in supply. I assume that as soon as
I will move into their
he gets a few more units out. There go those infestors finally. He's probably going to move out as soon as he gets all of his units in position, because once his units are in position, that's usually what people do. They attack.
What do you think, Steve? Who's ahead?
Let's see. I think our Terran player's ahead. He's got 3 bases to 3 base Zerg, and pretty much. Oh, except the Zerg player is just now getting his 4th pretty well saturated.
What are upgrades like? He's 2-2.
2-2 and 1-1. Terran player all the way. Now they're just pretty much even in production. But the Terran player is already ahead in maximum supply. But here comes a big push. Big push indeed, but that's gonna get cleaned up real easy like. And so is the Terran player gonna get cleaned up real easy like, but then he has to deal with this planetary fortress, which is not good for the Zerg's health at all. There's another base going down for Samus. He's probably going to lift this one up and put it right here on the outskirts of the map. But that was a good way to deal with that Terran army right there. But with the units that were left fully healed already and a few more on the way. 8 Marines on the way.
Greater Spire.
And a Greater Spire
You
apparently
casting
going
this
down. Yep, I'm casting. I'm in my caster's voice.
I can tell. Do you have 2 YouTube accounts?
Yes, I do. I have my primary YouTube account. That's Thiege. That's where I do all my notebook reviews. And then I have Thiege StarCraft.
I was at the notebook review one. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this?
Yeah,
I've
it's
seen
something
this before.
completely different. But it's cool though. You should watch some of those videos.
I did.
And they're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun to watch those.
Well, thank you. Glad you like it.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
that
you
command
are a
center getting
fan
lifted
of.
off. 2 of them at the same time.
If I had an account, I would subscribe. Maybe I'll do that. I'll subscribe and follow.
All you have to do is watch and click on the ads. Ooh, Samus putting out quite a few bit more Marines there. 24 plus 13, 12, 11. That's 35 Marines all in one. And he's going to try and take out something. Does he know that that base in the outskirts just got put down? Yes, he does. So he's probably
They're both
en route
finishing
to
up
take
3-3.
that out. This is going to be a long game, isn't it? This might be the only game that I get to record today.
It does look like it's gonna take a
Here we are
while.
at the 24-minute mark, and Deviant going to take out these Marines. Not quite in the nick of time, but look at this. They're going to be able to take a lot of guys
That's
out
nice.
in that position. A lot more than he should be able to. Otherwise, but with that fungal growth, he'll be able to take it out. No problem. What else is going on in this map? Samus is having trouble landing this one on the outskirts. There he goes. And another planetary fortress going down for that 4th base. Natural almost mined out. No idle SCVs out here in his main. That's good. That's good. 44 gas remaining out here and 240 gas remaining for the other one. Nice little counterattack force does... Oh, nope. For taking care of a drop, apparently. So Corruptor's able to take out that medevac pretty much well before he was able to even drop anyone down. Trying to find another base that was hidden out here. And this Overlord now going down. Both of our players are at max supply and even. So let's take a look at that units lost tab. Our Zerg player has lost an appropriate amount
They almost done with their game.
of resources for a Zerg player versus Terran. And these 2 Vikings now as an anti-Overlord force with an army position. Oh, there's building banelings just outside this 4th base. Going to be painful for our Terran player. Oh, but he spots it. Oh, he's going to be able to take out a good amount of units before they morph, but not enough. Oh, but stimming and running away. Oh, and the power of that army was significantly reduced. That sucks to be the Zerg in that position, and the planetary fortress suffering a futile attack, down to a little more than a third of its health. More Zerglings trying to get in position, but not quite able to, and that is simply, even with all those fungals, it's not enough to take out those Zerglings. But yeah.
Man, that's why I can't be Zerg. I just so
Too much good
Are they done?
stuff.
no.
Terran players are like AM PM. Look at that. After suffering all those baneling hits, they still have all of these units that are now in the orange and the yellow in health, and now again in the green.
Come on.
Man, medevacs are OP. I'm switching to Protoss, that's what I'm doing. This macro hatch by Deviant now going down, and the macro hatch queen going down as well. This should be the GG from Deviant.
He never did. He got out the
Right here,
Fire
except
and
for
he
all these
never-
brood lords and corruptors now morphed out in the center of the map.
Oh, no,
But
they're
this
there.
force is still pretty scary. Excuse me. And very few of these units, only 6 of these units can actually shoot down these medevacs, but they are very low in health after suffering all those fungals from those infestors. They will go down very easily, and then the rest of these forces are then going to be subsequently cleaned up with very little problem here on Deviant's part. And this game is going to go on for even longer. Even though the macro hatch went down, I don't know why he had a macro hatch, because he already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hatches, 6. Oh crap, you know, I should not have eaten a banana before I started casting, because now I have the hiccups, which is, oh, so shitty. Hang on, I have to take care of these. People talk while I'm taking care of my hiccups. Hopefully that did the trick. And I just have a couple more hiccups left after that. But Deviant now is going for this 4th base, and that planetary fortress, which was down in health by a little bit over a third, has now been successfully repaired, except now the SCVs are fleeing its position as it's left to fend off against a number of units that are automatically coming back without a hiccup. And these Vikings may be able to take out these corruptors. Just maybe. Because Deviant isn't quite trying to micro all these corruptors effectively. He probably could have taken out a couple more of these Vikings if he would have pulled back the weakened ones. And now these broodlords are naked away from these corruptors, and these 2 Vikings will slowly be able to etch out these broodlords from the game. But, oh no, more Vikings join the fray, and a couple of Marines. These broodlords are now in the middle of nowhere and ready to be dead, and a couple of BCs now over here.
Who's winning?
Over here at the Zerg 3rd. Just wreaking havoc on everything. What a counterattack, ladies and gentlemen, by our Terran player Samus, and this should be GG from our Zerg player. Again. That is some star-studded macro right there, let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I just started saying ladies and gentlemen, that's so old school. But anyway, some corruption going down on these battle cruisers. Able to take one out right there. You don't see corruption very often, so it's quite novel to see it when it's being used. And these Marines now suffering from an overdose of stim, a gross overdose of stim pack. Just a couple of hits from the Zergling should be able to take him out, but they are 3-3. That is right, they are 3-3, and even his battle cruisers are 2-2. That is so sick. That is just gross. Of course, his Lings are now 3-3 as well, but 3-3 Lings are nice, but 3-3 Marines, I feel, are a little bit more useful. And what is Deviant going to do now? He's going to drag this game out for as long as possible. That is so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, in order to conserve high drive space,
They're doing their 2s right now.
I'm
It's,
just...
Anthony and Jab.
Okay, that's not my
And,
team.
Bud.
Nope, not my team. Okay, cool. Just checking to make sure that I wasn't going to be called on. Now these Vikings are all going to land at this 3rd. The spawning pool is trying to be raised again. I don't know what sort of hope Deviant has. This is just a delay of game.
Oh, I was totally gonna get Jenny for the rails.
There is the lull from Samus. At least he's good-natured about everything. Probably suffering from a Baneling mine.
he just went and got a.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and call it because of
Yeah,
the lack of
pretty
supply of
happy
our Zerg player here. What is he doing now? There we go. There is finally the GG. Okay, everyone.
Alright,
Hope you
there
guys
we
enjoyed
go.
the game.